What's going on, everybody? It's Blackjack. Welcome back to Crystalline. I am way better. I've got like a slight cough, like a whooping cough, but other than that, I feel fine. Way better than the last episode. Wandering through the shadows, shops of Illumia, I catch a glimpse of white armor turning the corner. Is that Leanna? Of course Leanna. Who else is gonna be? I hurry to catch up to her and tap her on the shoulder. She stops and turns around. A small smile lights her face.
Oh, hey!
Hey! Hey, are you taking care of some shopping while we're in Illumia?
Not exactly. Since I'm back in the city, I figured I should stop at the Mage Guild and file my report.
Wait. Report? She nods.
I have to give an update on the energy spike anomalies. We know now that they were caused by the temporal rifts.
Oh, that's right. That's your job thing. I forgot. You had a job during all of this. My stomach gives an unpleasant twist. If she's going to be reporting on the temporal rifts, that means that we know that you ain't there. She's going to have to tell them that you ain't real. Wait, you're not going to mention me, are you? Leanna shakes her head.
Don't worry. You're a byproduct of the spike, not the cause of it.
Uh-huh. Oh. The anxiety lessens in my stomach. Well, that makes sense, but what will happen if the guild determines she solved the case? Does that mean you're going to be assigned to another case? Leanna blinks surprised and laughs.
Oh, no, not at all. I haven't discovered the cause of the rifts or the anomalies, so I haven't completed my mission yet.
Ha! Do you know how long you're gonna take? Leanna grins.
Why? Are you gonna miss me?
No. Yes, I'll miss you like the stars miss the sun. That's my line. Nope. What? No. My head floods into my face. Leanna arches an eyebrow with a slight smile.
Yeah, okay. I won't miss you either then.
Yep. My stomach drops. I take a step back. Wait, what? She giggles.
Just kidding. I'm going to miss you too.
Oh, see? Leanna quickly glances up. When it's clear no one is watching, she raises up on her tippy toes and presses a quick kiss to my cheek.
Well, I'd better get going. The sooner I file this report, the sooner I can move on.
Okay.
I'll see you later today.
Bye. Yeah. I watch her turn and disappear to one of the buildings with gold lettering on the sign above hanging. On the sign with gold lettering on the sign hanging above. It's just as intricate as the surrounding ones. I guess I better go find something else to do. Fine. Amy's going to be at the Mage Academy, and I think she could use some moral support. I retrace my steps to the academy and spot Amelia along the way. Hey! Apparently I'm just going to be haying everybody. Amy shuffles to a stop. Surprise flickers across her face.
Oh.
She blinks.
Hello.
She barely seems to register I'm there. Her mind is clearly somewhere else. She must be worried about facing the academy today. Give her a pep talk. Hey, it's gonna be okay. They might be angry at first, but you're a lot more capable than what they're giving you credit for. They have no choice but to see that. And besides, even if you do fail and you don't get what you want, you're right back where you started. Am I right? I'm right. Amelia blinks.
Your confidence does provide some solace to my distress.
Alright, in English next time, please. Of course, they can't possibly stay mad when they realize how much this adventure has benefited your studies. She pauses, mulling over my words. She's so quiet at first, I'm not sure if I've convinced her, but eventually she nods, that familiar spark finally returning to her eyes.
I find your evaluation reassuring. I hope you are correct in that assessment.
Uh-huh. So, got any ideas about how you're gonna convince them?
I do. I plan to show them all the research I've gathered on our journey hence far.
That's cool. What kind of research?
A continuation of Elderism's research into the temples of the ancients. I also have extensive notes on your impressive and accelerated mastery of casting and fighting.
Sweet. Wait, what?
Of course, those findings I will not be sharing with the Academy at this time.
Don't share anything with them until they give you what they want. That is how you do negotiation. You don't listen, when you have the leverage in a situation, you make them come to the table with you. You don't go to the table with them. You make them match you, and then once they've given you what you want, then you give them that other stuff. I let out the breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. Oh, good. She cocks her head to the side as she examines me.
Your bewilderment just now was unexpected.
Really? Sorry, I was worried you were going to tell them about me and that they'll find out I'm from another world. But I'm glad you're leaving that out.
I believed it to be quite obvious that I would not be providing that information.
I don't know, Amy, it's you, so... I smile at Amy, showing my gratitude. She may seem a robotic. She may seem a robotic at times. She may seem a bit robotic at times, but she really does care about her friends. Thanks, Amy. That's so nice of you. She blinks.
After all, it is irrelevant for my report.
Yeah, just look to the side. Yeah, it's irrelevant. Oh. Amelia turns and starts walking away. Hey, wait! I follow her through the academy's wrought iron gates into a familiar grassy square. Oh, this continues. There are fewer students out here today than there was when I was with Leanna. Maybe most of them are in class. A few students in red and blue cloaks glance curiously at us as we pass. In fact, I receive a few more curious looks. Well, they're already looking at you curiously. Do you mean that they're giving you more in number, more curious? I guess that's what they mean. Why are they staring at us? Amy doesn't bat an eye.
Their stares are directed at you. As you are not a student, they are merely curious as to the reason for your visit.
Yeah, duh. Oh, I thought that maybe they knew about you or something.
I am just one student out of many.
Uh-huh. She makes a fair point. I don't know most of the students back in my university either. You know enough. And you know one very important one.
Come, we should go this way.
Don't ever say that word. We enter the castle and Amelia leads me up a spiral staircase. Our footstep echoes across the stone as we travel in silence. Amelia's expression is impossible to read. I'm not sure if that's a good sign or not. She leads me into an open room. Looks like it's a library or a study hall. A few students peek around their books to get a glance at us. They return to whatever they're doing. Then return to whatever they're doing. We push to the back of the room and into a small office where a woman wearing flowing black robes sits at a desk. Her long teal hair is still thick, and her amber eyes are creased with fine wrinkles exposing her age. Am I supposed to be turned on by this?
Professor Odessa.
Hi. She looks up at us and then lowers her quill and purses her lips into a fine line.
Amelia?
What wrinkles? Excuse me. What wrinkles? What wrinkles? There are no wrinkles there. She looks like she could be like in her 20s. Like early 20s. Amy remains silent. The professor's gaze slides to me as she raises a brow.
Oh, you brought a friend.
Yes. He is one of my travel companions.
I see.
Yes. She folds her hands together.
I'm sure I don't have to explain to you what must happen now that you've returned.
Wait, what?
I am well aware of the consequences of my actions.
Professor Odessa nods and pushes herself to her feet.
Then you know that I must alert the council of your return.
It's like strangely like building, like it's building to something, but it doesn't feel like it at the same time. It's weird. Amelia nods and Professor Odessa's expression softens. She places a comforting hand on Amy's shoulder.
It is good to see you again.
Yeah, that's always the words you want to give to somebody right before you're about to get them in trouble.
Thank you, Professor.
Let's go then. The council is very upset with you, with good reason. But I'll make sure you have a chance to speak and explain yourself.
A lot of this sounds very bitter. Again, Amelia nods. Like, between both of them, they both sound like bitter at each other.
The sentiment is much appreciated.
Like, come on, no normal... Well, I mean, Amy's also not normal, but come on. The sentiment is much appreciated? Really? Really? Professor Odessa hesitates as her gaze lands upon me again.
As I mentioned, he has accompanied me on my travels. I would wish to have him present should the council have any questions about my whereabouts or research.
Very well.
Very well. I stay quiet as I follow the two of them through the academy. I feel very out of place. You are. But want to remain supportive of Amy. Eventually, we would pause in front of a set of double doors. Professor Odessa pushes open the doors, and they creak resoundingly. A group of robed professors sit around a large table. Their chatter ceases when we enter, and all eyes turn to us.
Professors?
They nod in greeting. Professor Odessa steps aside to reveal
I call
Amelia.
upon the council to hear the case of Amelia Estelle.
She takes a seat among the professors while Amy steps up.
Greetings, professors.
Greetings! Their faces are stern.
Amelia Estelle, you left the academy against the will of your professors with no indication of your whereabouts.
Oh, Amelia Estelle, I'm your grandfather. I'm very disappointed in you. Why didn't you tell me you were leaving me at the old man's center? Now I'm stuck here with this bowl of porridge that's been cold for 2 days.
I indicated my location within the message I left behind.
He glowers at her.
Yes, an ember mist. A fictional city.
Yeah, it's about as fictional as my memories.
With all due respect, Professor, Ember Mist is a very real location.
Another professor chimes in.
Amelia, please take the council seriously. The consequences of your actions could be quite severe.
Oh, I'm turn of the century, Professor Amelia. Please, take the council seriously. We're very serious about our work here, okay? Get it together, you. You, young lass, young miss. I don't know what they said in the 90s, but whatever. Say the 90s? The 1900s, but whatever. How severe exactly are these consequences? Could you get expelled?
The only permissive reason for prematurely departing the academy is if on a sanctioned field study.
I was on a sanctioned field study.
The cough just came in there because I had to laugh. I just like how she's like, it's all allowed if you were on a sanctioned field study. I was on that.
Sanctioned by the academy.
I understand, Professor. But if I may ask, what more could I have done to be granted a field study by the Academy?
Which is a fair point.
My numerous attempts to acquire one has unequivocally been denied without a clear explanation.
Yes, and she will continue talking to you like you're a 2-year-old until you finally give her what she wants. The professors glance at each other.
Any declinations of field studies would be due to a poor fit between student and study.
Amelia frowns.
Can you please elaborate as to how I am a poor fit? I have proven myself a sufficient mage caster in my classes. I have completed all prerequisites necessary to obtain a field study without fail. As such, I am one of the most ideal candidates for a field study.
I mean, she does have to make her case, but damn, it's so many words.
Your maturity level and ability to communicate with your peers is lacking. Your premature departure from the academy is a prime example of your immaturity.
Well, I know where she became so verbose from, but I will say this: that first line is kind of hilarious because she's kind of like a little too mature and very robotic, but ability to communicate, yeah, because she's wow, yeah. But she doesn't talk any different than you, Professor 2.
I do apologize for my actions, and I recognize that my method in obtaining my field study were unorthodox. However, my research from the study has been most enlightening. I am confident should you hear what I have to say, you will be in agreement.
Amelia, I don't know what sort of situation you've gotten yourself involved in, but I can assure you it is not a field study.
You don't even know what a field study is if it... Amy opens her mouth to retort, but the professor holds up a hand, stopping her. This isn't looking too good. Maybe I should step in. Say something! Can you guys try to hear her out? I think you'd be surprised. The professor seemed to see me for the first time, then glare at me.
Young man, this is private academy business. You shouldn't be allowed
You shouldn't be allowed to fuck off.
Professors, he is one of my associates who has accompanied me on my field study.
Yeah.
I would request that he would be allowed to remain.
Yeah. Amy, you tell him.
I, for one, would like to hear what Amelia has to say.
The professors quiet down as Professor Odessa fixes them a stern look. She then gestures to Amy to continue. Amy nods as she gathers her thoughts. The tension in her body relaxes slightly as she stands taller. She glances at me and I flash her a grin. She's got this.
On my journey, I have come across substantial information about temples of the ancients.
Professor Odessa's brow shoots up.
An interesting and unusual subject.
Amelia nods. She digs deeper into her bag and pulls out several scrolls. She rolls them out across the table, revealing notes, symbols, and elaborate sketches. I crane my neck to get a better look. I knew Amy had been keeping detailed notes, but the amount of detail is still very impressive. The professors gather in a circle and lean over the table to examine it.
As you can see from my findings, using previous notes from Algorithm, I have successfully accessed the temples which were forgotten by society. Each one has high concentration of energy.
Professor Odessa grins. She shifts her half-moon spectacles up her nose.
Elder Eason's research was incomplete.
Yeah, those are some sweet half-moon spectacles, alright.
Correct. I was able to use the research to orient myself to the general location of each temple.
Just like those fine lines. They're so fine you can't even see them.
Once closer to the area, it was a mixture of cross-referencing notes with anecdotes from the fellow travelers, which helped me pinpoint each temple's exact location. For reference, the fire temple was located in the ancient city of Ember Mist.
The professors pause at the moment of Ember Mist, then continue to pour over the notes. Professor Odessa looks up at Amelia, her eyes sparkling. A whisper of a smile is on her lips.
I have to admit, this is impressive work.
Ah, that's pretty impressive.
Your notes are meticulous and well documented, and the findings are worthwhile.
Uh-huh, yeah, so hurry up and stop this, and just let her do her thing. The others murmur and nod in agreement. Amelia says nothing. She seems to be holding her breath.
However, I believe I speak for the group when I say this is incomplete.
Yeah, we're not done yet. We're working on it. Amy blinks and the shock is evident on her face. Her brow knits in worry.
Which means, I propose that you continue on your Academy-sanctioned field study, while we review the current research you have collected.
Sorry, I'm trying not to, to clip the mic. And I have to clap as far away as possible. All I just see is, it going from green to red, with, every clap. The professors glance at each other, then agree in a chorus of nods and murmurings. Amelia breaks into a broad grin. Nice grin you got there, as her eyes widen with hope.
Really?
Her eyes did widen. Really? She's so excited that she practically squeals the word out immediately. She claps her hands over her mouth, her face turns beet red.
I agree.
Despite my better judgment, your research is most impressive. I too agree.
Your better judgment.
Then it's settled. You are officially on your field study assignment for your eligibility to join the rank of Magecaster upon successful completion.
I didn't hear that wrong. She definitely just said eligibility. That it's eligibility. I definitely heard that. I heard it. My ears don't deceive me. Amy clears her throat.
Thank you. This is a great honor.
I'm letting you get a pass on that one because you're Canadian, D-shoe. She inclines her head. Her bangs cover her eyes. Covering her eyes. Professor Odessa smiles and pats her on the shoulder.
Of course. Well done.
I can practically feel the embarrassment shimmering off of Amelia in waves. She lifts her head, her face still slightly red from her outburst. The other professors still seem a little ruffled, but it's clear they're impressed.
I think we'll be seeing great things from you, Miss Estelle.
Yes, Miss Estelle. I should probably drink an Estella glass to celebrate next episode. After being dismissed, Amy and I exit the council room. Congratulations! This is amazing news.
Yes.
Suddenly, she squeals and latches onto me in a tight hug. I felt and heard that. Whoa!
Thank you. It was with your assistance that I have finally acquired a field study.
Okay, don't you catch any feelings, cause that was all you. But I'm glad I could help. Gently, I return her hug. Just gently, just like yeah. Thank you. Just as suddenly, Amy lets go and smooths her robes. When she looks back up at me, she's regained her calm and collected composure. The only hint of her previous excitement is the sparkle in her eyes. You ready to go back? She nods. As I follow Amelia out of the academy, I see Professor Odessa in my peripheral vision. She's talking to a man who looks to be around her age. Whatever her age is, because I have no clue. He has a white stripe within his dark hair and wears knight's armor. Does he work for the Mage Guild? He looks familiar. I think I know him from somewhere. Amy doesn't seem to have noticed them. I scoot a bit closer to get a better look at the guy. His eyes are mismatched. One of them, oh, I know who he is. One is brown while the other is blue. Professor Odessa embraces him warmly.
Rixnay, my mage knight in shining armor is here.
Oh, oh, wait. Oh, that's why I should know who she is. Oh, they got together? Oh, what? Wait, Rixney, he's one of the heroes. Wait. I thought, wasn't there a green? Oh, maybe there wasn't. But I knew Rixney. The second he said that, I was like, I knew it was this dude. Now I know why he decided to stay in Hayden Guard. Professor Odessa giggles as Rixney finally rolls his eyes.
You're always so dramatic.
How can I not be when a revered class master in the Mage Guild comes all this way to visit little old me?
Alright, gross. Get your romance out of my face, please.
That rank pales in comparison to being the most beautiful and intelligent professor in all of Havengard.
A faint blush dusts her cheeks as she smiles up at him. He matches her smile, then leans in as he wraps an arm around her waist.
So, what's the lesson plan for today, Professor?
Ha ha ha! Go get a room. You can discuss it there.
Why don't you come in for office hours and we can discuss it further?
vindictive text Blackjack. Okay, I'm done wrapping up this conversation. Yeah. Feeling a bit flustered, I catch up quickly with Amy. She looks back at me as she hears me approach, but otherwise doesn't react. We make our way out of the academy. Once we reach the streets of Illumia, we part ways. Alright, great. I don't even know if I want to know what Zack and Kara are up to now, but to be fair, Zack's completely fucking oblivious, so maybe it won't be that bad. Also, probably should save. Where's, oh right, I can't save yet. Now I can save. Alright, great. Good times for everyone. Knowing Zack, there's one place he will be for sure, and after what transpired between him and Kara and Bridgewick, I'd guess that Kara is with him. Following my hunch, I make the familiar trek back to the end. I do make a couple of wrong turns. But all in all, I find the end without much trouble. Just as expected, Zack is at the founding board. I begin to approach when I spot a familiar, long, luxurious brown ponytail come in view. Kara joins Zack at the board and smiles up at him. He glances at her, then folds his arms. They stand like that for a few minutes, and Zack turns to face Kara.
Hey, Kara.
Alright. What's about to happen?
Yeah?
He hesitates. Kara arches her brow.
I'm gonna go get my dischargers checked out.
Alright, cool. You have fun with that.
Oh.
She blinks in surprise and fixes him a curious look.
Okay.
Do you want to go with me?
Her eyes widen.
You're asking me to go with you?
Yes.
Oh.
Like, me and you?
Oh, finally, he got a clue.
Yes.
As in us.
Yes.
Together.
Do you want to come or not?
No, I'm busy.
And that is why Kara is best girl. You can fight me on that one, Dishu. Oh man, Zack chokes.
What?
Kara giggles.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, it was funnier 20 seconds ago. Alright, she latches onto Zack's arm and snuggles into his bicep.
I'd love to come with you.
Why am I smiling? That's not the reaction I wanted. I wanted to just go like deadpan, like straight face and just go like... Again, we need to really chill out with this word. Zack's face turns pink. He coughs.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Together they begin to walk out. We're not following them. Neither one of them notices me. Good. But I guess it's the... No, because I'm not. I mean, he's cool. He's a drinking partner. Other than that, he's kind of a bit of a stiff. But it's alright. He's cool enough. Can I cut? No. You know what? Let's do a little sneaky sneak. I want to see how bad Zack like fucks this up. I'm about to follow them. Then I remember I'm not a creepy stalker, so I shake that thought away. Why the option then? Watching their retreating forms exit the end, I also just smacked my headphones down like they smushed into my head. I quietly followed them out. I guess they're a bit preoccupied. Maybe I should do something else to pass the time. I decide to spend the remaining time on my own. I head to the marketplace. After browsing the store, I feel strangely nostalgic. I recognize a few of the items being sold from my first time in Illumia, and I had mixed feelings about that. Have I been here so long that things which previously made me wonder have now become normal? Either way, this is probably an indication that I should meet back up with the others. I don't want to dive into this rabbit hole again. Oh, it's all beautiful at night now. As I head towards the end, I run into Leanna in the street. She grins, her cheeks flushed as she pauses to catch her breath. I glance at the mountain of groceries huddled in her arms. She about to make me dinner. She's gonna make me dinner. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Hey!
My stomach gives a pleasant little swoop at Leanna's voice. Hey, ready to meet the others? She giggles.
Actually, since you've been such a good boy, I think you deserve a reward.
Oh, my fucking dog? like, oh, good boy. You wait and just kind of did your own thing and you met back with me, so now I got a reward for you. Ready for your treat? Only if you do a trick. Get on your back and... Actually, you know what? This is sounding a little too kinky now. Never mind. Does it have to do with free food? Just tell me when and where. I don't think I'm ready for that. Do I play it stupid or do I not? Do I play it stupid or do I not? Do I play it stupid or do I not? What do you have in mind? Lana grins, her face slightly pink.
I wanted to make you dinner.
Ah, yeah, you know, with all the groceries and everything. You know what, actually, let's go back. I'm gonna play it stupid now. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. A blush sears my face. I'm flattered, but maybe we should take things a little more slow. Lana raises her eyebrows.
Oh, did you want an appetizer first?
My heart skips a beat. What? What?
What?
My hand starts shaking. I stuff them in my pocket so she won't notice. Oh man, my heart is absolutely pounding. I think the last place you want your hand right now is in your pockets. Listen, you don't have to do something like this. Lana cocks her head. Poor choice of words.
Something like what?
Whatever you got planned, it can wait. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. I'm the best at waiting. What is the fucking Trump speech? Listen, whenever you're ready, I'm ready. I'm the best at waiting. Nobody has waited longer than I have. Waiting for... I glance at the groceries in her arms. Again, suddenly it clicks. For dinner! Yep, fine with waiting for you to cook dinner. Leanna blinks.
Are you okay?
No! Yes! I let out an uncomfortable cough and turn my head away. My face feels like it's on fire. Maybe we should get going. Leanna chuckles.
I agree.
Where are we gonna cook this up?
My place.
Oh, like your actual place. Your place. She smiles and nods.
Yeah, I live here in Illumia.
Yeah, duh. That makes sense. She must have stayed at the... Yeah, that makes sense. She must have stayed at the end last time to keep an eye on me, but even more importantly, Leanna is inviting me to go to her place. Yeah, take the hint. Alone. Yes. My pulse quickens at the thought. I nod at the grocery bags. Let me help you with some of those. Leanna smiles gratefully.
Thank you.
Smiles grateful, sorry. She shuffles a few bags into my arms. They're a little heavier than I expected, but nothing I can't handle. I follow her through the city until we come to a small custard? You know, like custard. I didn't have a joke for that. A small cluster of apartments. She leads me into a tall stone building and then shows me inside. Whoa! It's like a 2-year-old got in this apartment. Well, not a 2-year-old. Maybe like a 9-year-old. Alright, you know what? There's like spell... Maybe like a 13-year-old. But definitely like somebody... She still dreams, and it's kind of cute. Whoa. Her clothes are sprawled across the living room floor. Not gonna lie, right now, I probably do too. My Clemson shirt is actually probably out there right now. Her clothes are sprawled across the floor, across the living room floor. There are a few piles of laundry she hasn't put away, and a blanket is left unfolded on the couch. Several pairs of boots have been kicked carelessly off to the side. Alright, it's such a funny thing. Like, people are like, oh, I haven't cleaned up around here. And I'm like, it looks nothing like this whatsoever. It's like, there may be like something like slightly out of place, like if I noticed it, or like, but I look and I'm like, no, it's fairly clean in here. What are you talking about? Like, this is like when somebody says like, I haven't cleaned up in a while. I'm like, okay. And even then I'm like, this is fine. You live here. This is your living space. This is not the kind of room I was expecting. Neither was I.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, I haven't cleaned. Lana drops the groceries on the ground and begins frantically collecting her clothing. Her hair falls in front of her face as she bends down. Not before I see the bright blush in her cheeks.
I'm so sorry!
A smirk slides across my face. Who knew such a proper mage knight could be so messy?
It's not like that. I mean, it doesn't always look this way.
Wow, he did the complete opposite. I'm proud of him.
When I last left, I didn't realize it'd be such a long time before I returned.
Leanna's face turns cherry red. That's what happens sometimes. Like, if I don't have guests over here for a while, I had to explain this to a friend of mine who came over about like probably towards like New Year's Day, and when he came over, I was just like, all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, I have to now spend like 6 hours cleaning this whole place. Like I hadn't vacuumed in a long time. There was just kind of like clothes all over the place. There was garbage all over the place. I hadn't really cleaned out like my bathroom and stuff. And all of a sudden, like the place looked pristine and everything. It was in great condition. And then all of a sudden, I was just kind of like, he was just kind of like, it doesn't fucking matter or whatever. And it's just like, so it's like really funny, like how self-conscious we are about like the perception of people thinking that like we're dirty and like we don't ever clean ever. But then like we do all this for like one visit, like this one time this person will come over and we're like, everything needs to look like it's done. It's such a weird thing that we do. I snicker. I'm sure it doesn't always look like this.
It doesn't!
I give her a pointed look. Leanna finally sighs. She slumps with the feet.
It's usually worse.
Ah ha ha! I knew it.
In my defense, I didn't expect to bring anyone back.
She leads me into the kitchen, probably eager to change the subject. We place the groceries onto the counter.
Any special requests?
Cook for me and nothing but an apron, god damn it. Everything in me is telling me to pick that, and everything, you know what? By the way, can we just get her in her dirty room? It'd be great. I don't know what to do. I can always reload. I want to know. I would like to request the naked apron special, please. Wow. Couldn't say it with more tact than that?
Huh. I've never heard of that food before.
Oh, it's easy. It's just the bare essentials.
How is it made?
First, you put on the apron. Then you take everything else off. Leanna's cheeks turn red, but she otherwise remains composed.
It's too bad I don't own an apron then. Otherwise, I would have made you demonstrate that.
Ah, that's fine. I don't care. I'll go all Tanahashi. Whatever. I choke up and look up at Leanna's devilish grin. Holy shit, that is very devilish. Holy fuck. I didn't even notice that. Leanna used sass. It was super effective. A hot blush scorches my face.
Okay, let's get started then.
Yes. You want any help? Leanna shakes her head.
No, thank you. This is something I want to do for you.
My heart fumbles in my chest. A huge grin spreads across my face. It really did, actually. You sure? She nods. Well, I can't wait. She beams and then starts unpacking the groceries. I sit down at the counter and watch her get to work. Leanna and I talk and laugh as she prepares the meal. Steam curls her hair around her face and as she hovers over the stove. What, is she like in air? Is she like literally hovering over it? The air simmers with the smell of stew making my mouth water. My stomach gives an impatient rumble.
I think it's ready.
Leanna scoops the stew out of the pot and places a bowl down in front of me. She takes a seat across from me. We dig in. The stew is still pretty hot, like Leanna, and it's so hungry that I shove it straight into my mouth. It almost burns my tongue. I help taking a large gulp of water. Leanna laughs.
Be careful, it's still hot.
Yeah, no shit, there's steam there. My character's an idiot. Yeah, I found that out the hard way. You could have found that out if you just looked at it. Have you not eaten like a stew or a soup before? Like if it's freshly coming out, you just go ahead, you take like a scoop of it, maybe blow on it a little bit so that it's like not like boiling hot, and then take it and then you prepare yourself for how hot it's going to be. Taking another spoonful, I carefully blow on it. It tastes okay. It's definitely edible, but it lacks any kind of flavor or seasoning. We had Zach cooking our carrot meals for so long that I've forgotten what Leanna's cooking tastes like. Don't you dare complain about it. She watches me hopefully.
So, how is it?
Do not fuck this up, you asshole. Don't you, no. I love it because you made it for me. Yes. Yes. Her cheeks turn pink and she smiles broadly.
I'm so glad you like it.
Yes. Then we talk about how her day went at the Mage Guild. It sounds like she was able to get everything she needed reported and submitted. I fill her in about what happened with Amelia at the academy, and she's both happy and relieved for her. When we finish dinner, I'm left with a full and satisfied stomach. But am I completely satisfied? I am so full.
I should have warned you to save room for...
What? Suddenly Leanna's face pinches.
Oh no! I forgot about the dessert!
That's fine. I'm sure you can think of something else. Like I said, I'm super full, so it's no big deal. Dinner was more than satisfactory. She rushes to a stand.
Hang on. Let me go out and grab some ingredients.
Wait, it's really...
I promise it'll just be a few minutes!
And the music goes quiet. Okay, Leanna runs out and slams the door behind her. That's weird. I hope she didn't stress herself out looking for something. I pause, looking around. Without Leanna, this place feels quiet. Please, no Doki Doki shit. Really quiet. I sigh and drum my fingers against the table. That's actually a very good sound effect. Now what? Silence is killing me. Let's go on her laptop. Let's wait. Oh, let's take a look-see. I gotta get up and do something. I stand up and begin to wander around her living room. Apartment is kind of girly. She's a girl. There's a pink rug in the center of the room. A few stuffed animals are stuffed in the corners of her couch. There are no signs of being a mage knight here at all. It's an odd disconnect with Leanna's personality, since being a mage knight is such a big part of her identity. Doesn't mean she can't enjoy this. There's a lot of nobility stuff around here too. I notice a few family portraits hanging on the wall, and all of them, her family looks so serious, cold even. They look like the type of family that sticks their nose up at anyone they consider beneath them. Leanna looks younger, and she's wearing an intricate pink dress. I can't believe Leanna's wearing something like this. Why are all the main characters like this? They're like, I can't believe she's wearing a pink dress. I can't believe you wore pink. I mean, with Kaori, I kind of get that, because she has more of a, like, a much firmer, like, stauncher side. Like, she's so into, like, fighting with the robots and whatnot. But, like, with Leanna, I can completely... She has, like, long, flowing fucking blonde hair and cares about her appearance. I would think that maybe, yeah, Leanna would be the one where I'm like, yeah, pink dress, kind of normal. A very faint smile is on her lips, but otherwise her face is expressionless. There's also a portrait of what must be her brother. They look alike, since they have the same nose and blonde hair. His eyes are green, though. His eyes are green, though. He looks proud in his armor, a mighty sword at his hip, and a scroll in his hand. It must be some kind of graduation ceremony for when he became a mage knight. That's weird. Why isn't there a picture of Leanna becoming a mage knight? I glance around some more. Other than the few family portraits, her walls are bare. There are no paintings or gifts displayed from friends. In fact, there aren't even any random knickknacks lying around. If I didn't know any better, I would have guessed no one lived here. It's about as personalized as a hotel room. Suddenly, the door flies open, making me flinch.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, no, it's totally fine. I was just snooping in your whole life. She's a little out of breath, but she holds up a container of strawberries in one hand, a bottle of whipped cream in the other. Ugh. Really? Alright, let me just save real quick. I shouldn't let my mom wander. Well, what? Did she plan for more than I bargained for? My face turns bright red. Did Leanna really plan on doing more than just dinner? My heart pounds in my chest. Is this what I think it is? She grins knowingly.
I hope you're ready to have your mind blown.
Ha 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 ha! Oh yeah, totally some brain, absolutely. My brain, absolutely. I swallow hard. You won't be. I didn't know you were so versed in blowing minds. She giggles and shakes up the whipped cream.
Ready?
No. I imagine Leanna spraying the whipped cream into my mouth and quickly shake my head. You can go first. She grins.
If you insist.
What the fuck is about to happen? She licks her lips as she pours a generous heap of whipped cream onto a plate. She dips her finger in for a taste and licks it clean. This is one of the weirdest fucking moments ever. I gulp and try to control the beating of my heart as I watch. Next, she starts arranging the strawberries on the plate, circling the whipped cream, and eats one.
Oh, this is so good! I have a bit of a sweet tooth, and this is my favorite combo.
You're so innocent. Too innocent. But is she really? Oh. I'm not sure if I'm disappointed or relieved that she literally just likes strawberries and whipped cream. She grins and hands me the plate.
Here, have some.
Nah, I'm good. I do. The whipped cream melts across my tongue and the strawberry ripe and sweet. I can see why she was so happy after trying these. Wow, these are pretty good. Leanna grins.
Told you.
We spent the rest of the night talking and laughing over dessert. It's only when her eyes start to get heavy that I realize how late it is. That's from the alcohol. She must be getting tired. It's getting kind of late, huh?
It's not that late.
She quickly masks a yawn, then looks sheepish. You were saying?
Sorry.
It's already pretty dark outside. So dark out. I should get going. As much as I don't want to leave her company, I rise to my feet. Yeah, why are you leaving? Leanna leads me to the front door. I step out onto the porch, and the soft glow of a crystal casts warm, sunny light over our heads.
Well, good night.
Good night! Leanna takes a step closer, and my heart jumps. Yeah, I was like, come on. She's going to cook you dinner, and you're not at least going to kiss her goodnight? I bend my head down to reach her just as she lifts up her under tippy toes. Leanna winds her arms around my neck and kisses me. Her fingers comb through my hair as her soft sigh fills me. She tastes of strawberries and whipped cream. She smells like vanilla and too much sun. And suddenly I feel myself spiraling and melting, cupping her cheeks to ground myself. Which cheeks? Alright, I smile and kiss her again, slowly and softer this time. We say our goodbyes and I navigate my way back to the inn, feeling lighter. When I return to the inn, I'm surprised to see the rest of the team still downstairs, and they're wondering, what were you doing out so late? They greet me as I approach. What are you guys still doing up? We'd like to ask you the same question.
We all said we'd meet back here at the end, didn't we?
Yeah. Kara keeps her tone light, but I can see the mischief dancing in her eyes. See, I like that. She didn't completely lead into it. So you were waiting for me?
The hour is quite late. There was a possibility that harm could have befallen you.
They're not wrong.
There is also the possibility that something, or should I say someone, had you a bit distracted.
You're not wrong, Kara, but God, I wish it was you. Kara meets my gaze, but I quickly look away. My cheeks feel hot. I don't know what you mean.
Speaking of whom, where's Leanna?
Answer this question as not as little as you know. I look sharply at Zach, but he remains as stoic as ever. Kara pretends to think.
You're right. I haven't seen her all evening either.
Yeah, weird, right? Maybe we should go rescue her or something.
You wouldn't have happened to see her, would you?
No, not at all. Nope, haven't seen her. Nope.
This is quite worrisome indeed. After all, Leanna spent the majority of her time with you.
Oh.
So even if you have not seen her, then perhaps she has befallen some difficulty.
Yeah, she's playing Guitar Hero on expert mode. That's like the hardest mode. It's really difficult. She doesn't spend all of her time with me. Wow, you got defensive. Amy fixes me with her blank stare and I shift uncomfortably. Actually, now that I think about it, I may have seen her. She said she's actually gonna stay the night at her place tonight.
And how would you know that Leanna has her own place here, young man?
Hey, listen, don't you young man me. I'm of consenting age, okay? My cheeks heat up. Kara smirks at my reaction.
Oh.
God damn it. She looks like she's about to say more, but I interrupt her. Anyway, now that you know that I'm safe, I'm gonna go to bed. Maybe all of you should go too. Amy nods.
It is quite late, and we must depart tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. As she heads upstairs, Kara and Zach stand. She turns to him.
Make sure he stays safe in his bed. We wouldn't want him to temporarily go missing again.
I'm not going anywhere, Kara. Thank you. My face flushes as she winks at me. Ignoring her, I head upstairs, listening to her giggle beneath me. Once secure in my room, I flop into my bed. Flop onto the bed. Oh, right, you're still a thing. The Pongo bounces happily beside me. Alright, please don't ruin this. You've been waiting for me? Poi poi. Apparently you don't say it now. He bounces in affirmation, then snuggles against me as I crawl beneath the blankets. Zach gets into his bed too. Yeah, and for once, I'm grateful for his silence. Good. I don't think I can handle any more teasing. Before long, I drift into sleep with thoughts of Leanna and strawberries. It's like, I don't know what you want me to do with that line. I can do nothing with it. What a stressful day. But that'll end it for today's episode of Crystalline. Thank you all so much for watching today. I'm glad that it's back, and I'm glad that this game that I've been playing for about what seems like 8 months now, that I still haven't completed yet, may be coming to an end very soon. I want to thank you all again so much for watching and joining me along. If you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you like what you've seen today, leave a like on the video, and let me know what you thought about this episode and the wild adventures we went on today. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Good night.